Protests over a controversial speaker turned violent overnight at the University of California at Berkeley.
Then if you have an opinion on plans to combine Lincoln Irving and Willard Elementary Schools, today's your day.
WHBF is local for you. This is Local 4 News This Morning.
Good Thursday morning to you, and thanks for watching Local 4 News This Morning. I'm James Sears.
And I'm Emily Scarlett. There's still time to get your name on the ballot for Moline's mayoral race, but today is the final day to file as a write-in candidate.
According to Illinois law, if 5 or more people file as candidates, a primary election must be held. Local 4 News is your local election headquarters. Stephanie Acree and 4 other Moline residents have already submitted write-ins. That means a primary must be held sometime this month. If Acree or another candidate can at least get 30 votes, her name will be printed alongside incumbent Mayor Reyes on the April general election ballot.
Today, you can share your thoughts on combining 2 elementary schools in the Moline-Coal Valley School District. The plan would redraw the school boundary lines for students at Lincoln Irving and Willard Elementary Schools. Administrators say the change would let more students utilize the dual language program. The change will only take place in the fall if the school board gives the okay. You can weigh in at tonight's school board meeting at 6 o'clock at Lincoln Irving Elementary.
Clinton police confirmed a body pulled from the Mississippi River is that of a man missing since November. Officers say 22-year-old Tyler Steig was recovered yesterday from the water near Arsenal Island. Arsenal employees located him around noon near the hydroelectric dam. Steig disappeared while boating with a friend in November. His friend, 22-year-old Keegan Rasmussen, has not been found.
Investigators say an equipment malfunction likely caused the fire that destroyed a Rock Island restaurant Monday. Jayco's Grill sustained major damage after a fiery scene early this week. The flames even caused the roof to collapse on the building. Rock Island's fire marshal tells Local 4 News their investigation points to equipment failure in the lower portion of the restaurant, and the incident is being considered an accident. No one was inside at the time of the fire. And 3 people face charges after a meth bust in Henderson County. That's Brianna Sullivan, Austin Adolph, and Donnie Blakely. This after officers searched a home on Pike Street in Occoquan, Illinois last Friday morning. They found 60 grams of meth and a revolver inside. Then even more meth and cocaine at a home on Township Road in North Gladstone. All 3 are in the Henderson County Jail. A lockdown at the University of California at Berkeley has been lifted after a night of violent protest.
The demonstrations forced the cancellation of a talk by a controversial editor at Breitbart News. As Hannah Daniels reports, the reaction has sparked a debate about free speech.
A group of masked protesters dressed in black smashed windows with barricades and bats, threw rocks, and sparked fires near the UC Berkeley Student Union, where polarizing editor of Breitbart News, Milo Yiannopoulos, was scheduled to give a speech.
It's not free speech, it's hate speech.
Shutting down Milo Yiannopoulos and doing whatever is necessary to do that is our right to self-defense.
The demonstration started peacefully with more than 1,000 people gathered outside the event. Police blamed the violence later in the evening on a group of agitators who forced campus officials to cancel Milo's speech.
UCPD came to the conclusion that it was no longer able to afford security and safety to the speaker, who was immediately evacuated from campus. This is not a proud night for this campus, the home of the free speech movement.
Yiannopoulos, invited by the Berkeley College Republicans, was making the last stop of a tour aimed at defying what he calls an epidemic of political correctness on college campuses.
I just came to see if I could get into the Milo event. I support free speech. You know, it's Sprout Plaza, sort of birthplace of campus free speech.
In a Facebook post, Yiannopoulos said that he was safe and blamed violent left-wing protesters. Hannah Daniels, CBS News.
School officials say classes will be held today. So far, campus police have not reported any arrests, but there are reports of minor injuries.
Republicans are gearing up for a fight against Democrats in their bid to confirm Supreme Court nominee Neil Gorsuch. President Trump suggested yesterday lawmakers use the nuclear option in order to push the nomination through. That would allow the GOP majority to rewrite the rules to require only a simple majority to confirm Gorsuch. Otherwise, he needs 60 votes for confirmation.
Rex Tillerson will speak at the State Department today, one day after being sworn in as Secretary of State. The former ExxonMobil CEO was confirmed by the Senate yesterday with a vote of 56 to 43. President Trump's controversial travel ban will be at the top of Tillerson's agenda for his first day on the job. Trump says he believes Tillerson is the man for the job.
Though you inherit enormous challenges in the Middle East and around the world, I do believe we can achieve peace and stability in these very, very troubled times.
But some would say Tillerson is an unusual choice for Secretary of State. He has no political experience, nor has he ever served in the military.
It's a possibility that Illinois could no longer have an official state bird or be known for its pumpkin pie. A new bill would remove 20 of the state's trademarks. A Palatine senator believes state government should focus on more important issues, but some say the state should keep its traditions.
I think some of the state designations are reasonable, a state bird, a state seal, things like that. I'm not quite sure why we have a state pie or a state sandwich or something.
Another trivial trademark is the state snack. Popcorn could lose its most favored status if the bill becomes law.
And in just a little while, the famous Punxsutawney Phil will peek out of his burrow. Here's a live look from Gobbler's Knob, Pennsylvania, where big celebration is already underway. You see them having fun there. Every year, the town gathers around to see if Phil will see his shadow. If so, that means 6 more weeks of winter, and if not, in early spring. Here's a fun fact. Booking a room for Groundhog Day in Punxsutawney costs more than getting a room for the Super Bowl. The average price for a hotel in the Pennsylvania town will run you $450, but a room in Houston this weekend goes for around $340. I can't afford any of those rates, so I'll be watching both on TV from right here in the Quad Cities.
That's right. And you know what? It looks like such a fun time out there. Everyone loves a good animal story.
Yeah, even early this morning, they're out there dancing and having fun. Checking in with meteorologist Anthony Peoples. I feel a little selfish hoping for an early spring because we've already had a pretty mild winter so far.
Yeah, we've been pretty spoiled. We've had some mild temperatures this winter and very little snow for most of the winter, but you're probably not alone there, Emily, in thinking we're ready for spring, because I know more people are there with you. But yeah, that definitely looks like a party there. That's the Mardi Gras version of weather there, I guess.
That's right. Well, I'm hoping we can at least get 1 or 2 more snow days out there, Anthony.
Yeah, I'm hoping for at least one more decent snow. Unfortunately, we're not seeing that decent snow in our immediate forecast, even though I've been talking about the chance of some snow coming in on Saturday. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Out there right now, we've had clearing skies, even though there were a few flurries off across southeastern Iowa overnight. 17 is our current temperature, but you factor in this west-northwest wind at 13, it feels like 4 degrees. So as kids head off to school this morning, there will be a few clouds around. Temperatures will be in the teens, and then by this afternoon, we will see temperatures make it into the upper 20s. Skies will be mostly sunny, but it will be breezy. So even though we'll be around 27, which is 5 degrees below average, wind chills will only be in the teens this afternoon.
Well, I like to see that there's going to be some sun out there because yesterday was a really nice day with all that sunshine.
Yeah, when the sun did pop out and stay out yesterday afternoon, it turned out to be a nice day, and temperatures were close to 40, yet even with the sunshine today, it's going to be much colder out there.
Yeah, brace yourself for some chilly weather today. Thanks, yes. Anthony. The Quad City Animal Welfare Center is offering a special discount for the month of February.
Plus, don't miss our Pet of the Week after the break.
Stay with us. You're watching Local 4 News this morning. The time, 6:08.
WHBF is local for you with James Sears, Emily Scarlett, and meteorologist Anthony Peoples. This is Local 4 News this morning in high definition.